really sit here and tell me that these apostles sat down and wrote the Bible that you're reading, quoting here to everybody.
Good. Say it one more time.
You're reading the opinion of someone who copied it down in like the 13th century. You're going to sit here and tell me it's an eyewitness and comparable to the Holocaust? There's people that were at the Holocaust. There's people out here who have been through it. Those people are eyewitnesses. You're talking about the opinions of someone else who wrote down what you're talking about. That's ridiculous. You can't even compare the two.
So when were the Gospels written?
The Holocaust?
When were the Gospels written?
There was live accounts of that.
When were the Gospels written?
The first was written, I'm sure, a long time ago, but the Bible you quote was recopied in like the 13th century by the Europeans.
Really?
Is that wrong? Am I wrong?
Oh.
The King James.
Oh. So is that what we base our New Testament today, the King James Version? Is that your point?
That's what I thought.
Well, who told you that, or how'd you learn that?
No, okay, so answer me. So this is direct quote. You're giving me the word of God right out of Jesus' mouth.
No, I never said that. I never said that
Yes,
once.
you did.
No, I did not.
Jesus said this, Jesus said
I
that.
never said that the Bible's the Word of God. I said the New Testament are accurate historical documents. Because the Gospels are accurate historical documents. It's not what I said. I said,
own opinions and apply them to them.
I have never claimed that the Bible is the Word of God. I could never show that. So I never claimed that out here. Instead, what I've claimed is the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are historically reliable documents.
Did you hear Jesus say it? I mean, how do you know Jesus said it?
Yeah, that's what you're quoting.
Obviously, I never heard Jesus say
How you
it.
know Jesus did?
But there were people who were there, who heard Jesus say it, and they wrote down what they heard.
You're talking about someone who told someone else who wrote it down, and then someone else about 1,000 years later looked at it and said, gee, I think he said this, and wrote it down. How do you know? How can you take that as your life's fact and go around quoting Jesus? You don't even know if that's what he said or not.
All right, good, fine.
And then you compare it to
Let me answer you.
Holocaust or somewhere we have literal witnesses. You can't do that. That's a historical abomination. That's ridiculous. You're comparing apples and oranges. And I know you go from place to place. We've heard all this. You've heard all these questions. Everything you say, you've heard 100 times. And you got your patented response for it. But you have no historical basis at all for any of this crap we dish. Go for it. I've been waiting.
The Gospels that we have in English today have nothing to do with the Latin Vulgate in the 13th century. The Gospels that we have in English today are based on over 5,000 Greek manuscripts or pieces of manuscript dated from the 1st century through the 10th century. Greek. The New Testament was written in Greek. Remember Alexander the Great? Before Jesus was born, Alexander the Great did a good job conquering the known world. And he made the common trade language Greek. So the New Testament Gospels were written in Greek. So we don't have this little telephone game of going from Greek to Latin to French to Spanish to English. No, today we have over 5,000 Greek manuscripts or pieces of manuscript from the 1st century through the 10th century, all agreeing to an infinitesimal degree that is the basis of our English translation.
So these Greek, so Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are Greeks.
No.
They wrote down.
No.
So it was passed. It was passed.
They spoke Greek.
So
Matthew, Mark, and John were Jews.
Okay.
The common trade language was Greek. So most educated people who had some type of education spoke Greek as well as their local language.
Okay. So then, why didn't they write it in Greek?
They did write it in Greek.
So you're saying really? So I'm incredible. You can read the actual writings.
Yeah, I had to go through the painful process of learning Greek in seminary. It was very painful for me, but yes, I had to learn Greek, and we would go back to the Greek manuscripts and translate them into
So
English.
you have original texts from the apostles.
No.
So that's all I'm saying is that it's conjecture. You're studying the opinion of someone who recopied something else. If you don't have the original manuscript, it's subject to someone's opinion. And that's just plain and simple. There's no circling around that one. There's nothing like it. You know? You can't dance around. Either you have the specific things they wrote, or it's someone's opinion.
So you mean copying manuscripts is not legit?
No, it could be based on fact, but it also could be this guy could add, he doesn't like this part, he adds something else. You're denying that? On his honor, he's going to write it down word for word. You don't know that.
You said God gives free will. Jesus gave free will. How do you know that they could have, made the manuscripts different with their own opinion, in their own free will?
You bet they could have done that. The fact that we have over 5,000 Greek manuscripts all agreeing to an infinitesimal degree gives us an amazingly high degree of certainty that we really have what those eyewitnesses wrote. It's that simple.
So if we all walk away from here today and tomorrow, we all write something saying you were breathing fire out your nose, and it, to infinitesimal degree, we all agree on it, it must have been, huh?
And you know very, very well that there are going to be a lot of people out here who are going to clearly communicate when you wrote that Cliffe was breathing fire out of his nose, you were lying through your teeth.